Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rosebowl. It's the USC Trojans and the UCLA Bruins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, he understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UCLA Bruins offense will start this game off with the football. The Trojans dominated this matchup last year and took home the victory bell in a blowout.
Yeah, and they were just having fun during that blowout of their cross-city rival last year. David, you could just see it on the faces of the Trojan players, having fun, pummeling UCLA last season.
Yeah, and I can tell you what, as a player in rivalry games, you also don't remember how much fun they had. All the celebrations, you remember all of that every day of the year, and you're coming back and you're trying to change that and do a little celebrating yourself.
Running inside, it's Knight. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. And the Bruins want to move quickly.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Sees a crease. Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. Nearly intercepted. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading in.
Makes the grab in their space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, it's Knight. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Trojans offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Onto the field for the first time is Waymond Jordan. He put up numbers, more than 200 yards and a couple of scores in their victory last time out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Straight ahead, it's Jordan. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. They'll run the screen. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Second and long here. Right back to the well. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
On the RPO, got him. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Making the adjustment on the play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Down he goes, but for the second time on this drive, they move the sticks on fourth down.
Man, that is exactly what you like to see. Early in the football game, be who you are. Be aggressive. You say you want to take some chances, go for it on fourth down, set the tone, run the football. Don't settle for threes, Paul. When you settle for threes, a lot of times later in the game, you're regretting it.
It's the right time to go for it, too, because it's early, and even if you don't get it, the opponent has to drive the entire field. I think you send a very clear message to your team as a head coach when you make that decision early. I'm going to be aggressive. I trust you guys. We're here to win this football game, and we're going to take our shots when we can.
They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Trojans. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. So the 16-play drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll return it. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quick give. It's Jordan. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. He's up to 51 yards rushing, and he's closing in on 1,400 for the season. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. It's dropped after taking the hit. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. set of downs going up top. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, it's Jordan. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
To the air, it's Mayava. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And he finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust, and you get him the football.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, USC! Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Throws quickly. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hits inside. It's Jordan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about, and these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Long way to go on second down. Snap it to the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a productive play on first down. The run inside. It's Jordan. Down he goes. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Making the adjustment. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Out wide right, it's Jordan. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field.
Snags it and he's open. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Jordan.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They give it to him again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Trojans decide to use their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Bruins call timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's going to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Straight ahead, it's Knight. Hard running there. And they'll stop him short of the 1st down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. He gets the 1st one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Sets his feet. It's Mayava. Complete on the left to Williams. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellows, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's start with South Alabama taking on the number 17 team, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. And it's the Jaguars sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. That victory is a positive in what has been a very disappointing 3-9 season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the historic Rose Bowl. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
The Trojans head coach told me at the half they are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. The sure hands, it's Anderson. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He's looking to throw. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Throwing, Imaliava. Looking for a deep man. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. He's got it. Gashes the heart of the knee. Touchdown, Bruin. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Right side, it's Anderson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Wants to go up top on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bowman. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Hit as he throws. Left side is Bowman. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. The Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a terrible, terrible shame. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Quick spin on the run. He's now up to 52 yards rushing for this game and on his way to 1,400 for the year.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
The Bruins moving quickly to the line.
And this D needs more of that, man.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He is in! Takes the fumble to the house! Touchdown, Trojans!
And that is a huge momentum-shifting play. This defense is always harping on getting turnovers, but David, they weren't satisfied with just getting the fumble recovery. They take it to the house, and because of it, they take the lead.
Man, huge momentum play for this defense, and now you got to get ready to go right back on the field. You took the lead, everybody feeling good. Go get some rest, because you need another stop, and you need to get the ball back to your offense so you can expand on the lead.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the tackle is made on the return, but a penalty flag has flown, and I think they may be backing it up a bit. They'll get a little bonus yardage added on with that face mask penalty, adding 15 to the return. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Quick give. It's Knight. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Man, nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got his man on the right. There he goes. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Tight end now in motion. Looking for room. It's Knight. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Defense in press coverage. Iamaleava. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
And that's a big moment in the game, and there's a lot of pressure on the quarterback there to do the right thing. Really nice job with decision-making. You throw that one away on 3rd down. You know you're only trailing by 3, so you don't want to lose the opportunity to tie this game right now.
And they trust their kicker, and he drills it. He drills it, ties this game up early in the 4th quarter. Man, this one looks like it's going to be a great finish. We're all knotted up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Dropping back, it's Maiava. Rushes on. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Handoff again. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Gets the back moving. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Moving out to the right. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Runs through a tackle. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Moving the pocket, it's Mayava. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the gun, it's Jordan. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. Out wide right, it's Mosley. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Looking to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Churns into the pile. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down. With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And I like it. No hesitation, belief in my offensive unit. Fourth and short equals success for me. I want the touchdown now set up on a first and goal situation because of good physical play.
With the run on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Pushes ahead. He will not get there as the defense stopped him again. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And boy, did they play keep away on that drive. Didn't think they were ever going to give it up. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Unloads to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Oh, pressure's coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Caught. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Needs it. He's not going to get there. The defense with sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
Well, it's a moment in the game offensively where you like to think you can just run the football in that down and distance to stay on the field, but David, the defense wasn't having it. They completely bowed up front.